My sister asked me to be her surrogate. What she didn't tell me would destroy both our lives. When Emma called crying about her third miscarriage, I offered without thinking. I'll carry your baby. The silence on the phone stretched so long I thought we'd disconnected. You do that? Her voice cracked. Everything meant the affair she'd had with my ex-fiance 5 years ago. We'd barely spoken since, but losing the ability to carry a child had broken something in her that transcended our feud. The process moved fast. Her husband Mark handled all the legal paperwork while Emma managed the medical side. I signed documents in a lawyer's office that smelled like leather and old coffee, promising to surrender all parental rights. It's just 9 months, Emma kept saying, squeezing my hand during hormone injections. Then our family will be complete. The embryo transfer worked on the first try, Emma sobbed when the doctor confirmed the pregnancy, and for a moment I felt like her sister again. That feeling lasted exactly 5 weeks. During a routine appointment, the technician frowned at the ultrasound screen. I need to get the doctor. 20 minutes later, I learned I was carrying twins. Emma's face went white, then red, then a shade I'd never seen before. We only transferred one embryo, she whispered. The doctor explained it was rare, but possible minus the embryo had split fonical twins. Emma nodded mechanically while Mark rubbed her shoulders in the car. Emma finally spoke. We can't afford twins. The can't afford twins. The purse depleted our savings. We budgeted for one baby. Insurance will help. I offered number. She stared straight ahead. It won't. That night, she called with a proposal that made my blood freeze. There are couples who'd pay well for a healthy white infant. We could keep one end. Absolutely not. I hung up. The calls started coming daily. Emma begging, Mark reasoning. Their financial advisor explaining market rates for private adoptions. I changed my number, but they showed up at my apartment. You're just the incubator, Mark said, blocking my door. These are our embryos, our genetic material, our decision. I started documenting everything. Every text about selling a baby. Every duck's pail about adoption opportunities. Every email with links to couples offering 6 figures for newborns. At 20 weeks during the anatomy scan, I learned both babies were girls, perfect, healthy girls. Emma wasn't there. Minus she'd stopped coming to appointments after I refused to discuss her solution. That's when I made my decision. I met with a family lawyer who specialized in surrogacy disputes. This is unprecedented, she said, reviewing my recordings. They're discussing human trafficking. Can I keep them? I asked. The babies? You signed away your rights? Rights to their genetic material, I said. But if they're planning to sell one, doesn't that change things? She leaned back. It might. I filed for emergency custody based on the evidence of their plans to sell one twin. The case exploded. Emma fired back, claiming I'd manipulated the situation to steal her babies. Mark accused me of extortion. The media caught wind. Surrogate refuses to surrender twins made headlines. Emma played the grieving infertile woman perfectly on morning shows while I stayed quiet on legal advice. Emma and Mark weren't on my approved visitor list, so they waited in the hospital lobby while I delivered 2 perfect girls alone. The court had issued a temporary order preventing anyone from taking the babies until custody was determined. They stayed in the NICU while lawyers battled. 2 weeks later, a judge ruled. The surrogacy contract was void due to the criminal conspiracy to traffic one child, but biological parents retained rights unless proven unfit. The solution was joint custody. I would raise both girls with Emma and Mark having supervised visitation until a full psychological evaluation was completed. Emma's evaluation revealed what I'd always suspected minus severe untreated trauma from our mother's death when we were teens. The therapist recommended intensive treatment before unsupervised access. It's been 6 months. The twins Luna and Stella are thriving. Emma comes every Saturday, always bringing matching outfits she can't afford. She holds them like they might disappear, which I suppose they did. Mark filed for divorce last month. Fast selling a baby was his hard limit. Sometimes Emma stays after visitation, and we sit in silence watching our girls sleep. I want to say I am sorry her dream turned out this way, but I am not sorry I saved both daughters from being separated last week, she whispered. They look like mom. They do, and maybe that's enough common ground to start rebuilding what we destroyed.